Garcia versus De La Hoya. Watch the whole thing. Hello, fight fans. This is Coach Nathan of NS Champ 7 Part Boxing Series at nschamp7.com. And before I get into the title of my analysis, first off is this. As most of y'all know, this is a boxing channel. And this is for fight enthusiasts, young and old. I try to cover all things boxing. And having said that, constructive criticism, I think we can all agree is good. Healthy debate, I think we all can agree is good. If we can respectfully disagree. If you like coffee and I like tea, I'm not going to call you some rotten SOB because you like coffee. Everyone has a right to their own opinion, and I respect all of them. That's why I just said, watch the whole thing, critique the whole thing, then if need be, criticize the whole thing. As I've said in my previous videos, boxing is the ultimate equal opportunity sport. It doesn't matter where you're from. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, South America, or Europe. No geographical region has a monopoly on who can be the best. And it's definitely not a race thing either, because if you got half a brain and study fight history as I have, you have to agree that it mainly comes down to who has the best skills and who's willing to put in that work. Also, you don't have to be over 6 foot tall or have a 40-inch vertical leap either. That's why a lot of us love the sport of boxing. Now, I've been in the ring and on the mat enough times. Actually, I've had more judo matches than boxing matches because I had 7 years of judo. But I had my healthy share of boxing matches as well. I've been in the ring and on the mat long enough and well enough to have a healthy dose of respect for anyone man enough to do something few dare to do. Something that can literally damage your life permanently if you're not prepared for it. That's why I never trash the fighters. Actually, boxing could be like a metaphor for life. Boxing is in life. When you get knocked down, you can either stay down or get back up. Boxing, like in life, usually if you prepare yourself the best, long and hard, you're going to win in whatever you do. So that's why I got to keep it real in my commentary. And I'll continue to give y'all the good, the bad, and the ugly of the sport that we all enjoy. And that we can all learn something from, especially the youth. Now, this is to you thumbnail trolls out there. Now, if you're just going to form an opinion just by looking at the thumbnail, never research past videos, and have the attention span of a 4-year-old, you have no idea what NS Champ 7 Part Boxing Series at nschamp7.com is about. And obviously, you just go to another channel. And this is the last time I'll probably address anything resembling a troll. So, once again, I refer to respect of the fighters. And it appears Ryan Garcia is not getting much from his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. You know, in the ring, for the most part, there's biased referees, there's biased judging, but for the most part, you have the opportunity to earn your respect. It's like I used to hear the old school trainers say, in the ring, you make your own luck. And although not a lot of people feel sorry for him, Ryan still deserves the decency to have his business settled behind closed doors. It's bad enough not to receive full support when you needed it most after a tough and humiliating loss to Tank Davis. When it looks to a lot of observers that you quit, and only he knows, the truth behind that, whether you quit or not. But to continue to go tit for tat on social media with your promoter profits no one. Some sage advice for Ryan would be to ride out the length of his contract, which he renewed in 2019, or pay a huge buyout because it was a lucrative contract and he's still a huge box office draw. Or fulfill like I said, you ride out the contract, fulfill the obligated fights, get in the best shape possible. And in the meantime, learn from the examples of other boxers who didn't see eye to eye with their promoters either. Some examples that come to mind is Floyd Money Mayweather, who after years with Bob Arum and a $750,000 buyout, he then formed his own management and promotion and has been high rolling ever since. Then there's Andre Ward, who disagreed with his then promoter, the late Dan Goosen, and after about a year of litigation in the courts, he obtained his freedom contractually. But he did have to endure a risky shoulder surgery, and he had about a 19-month layoff. Now, both of these guys went on to have great financial success with a new promotion. There's also Mike Tyson, who lost a ton of money from his then promoter, Don King, but who's now recovered for the most part financially with the help of some wise advisors in business ventures that are mainly outside of boxing. One smart move that Ryan did make is replacing Joe Goosen for Derrick James as his trainer. Derrick James is Ring Magazine's Trainer of the Year in 2017. And he clearly has shown and demonstrated he knows how to develop world champions. However, for Garcia to be successful, he's going to have to settle down, listen, be patient, allow Derrick to smooth out the rough edges of poor fundamentals and poor defense, and forget the past drama. And as I always say, put in that work. In doing so, he has an excellent chance to win one of the numerous world title belts at the 140-pound junior welterweight division. So that's my take on the situation, folks. But don't forget, for elite boxing instruction, elite boxing analysis, and elite boxing philosophy, click that like button, check me out, and subscribe to NS Champ 7 Part Boxing Series at nschamp7.com.